What I have is my personal knowledge and opinion. Only law is universe. Hey, I'm Shay, and this is Hey Shay, come talk to me.
Hey, ShAyee.
I got a special guest with me today, go by the name of Miss Deja Boone. And I wanted to pretty much discuss early marriage because this young lady is still pretty young. You know what I'm saying? Very young and just a good person. You know, I've known her for a while, in a couple of years now. A couple of years in. She always been good to me. So, you know, most definitely wanted to use this time to just discuss something that a lot of people are interested in, being that people getting commitments early on. Not everybody make it through because they don't really know what it takes to really have a real relationship or even marriage. So I wanted to just pretty much put this out to the people and go from there. So my first question for you is pretty much just how long have you two been together prior to marriage?
So before we got married, I was a junior in high school. It was in '08. I was a junior in high school, and he was in his, was it first or second? I'm my bad, girl. I forgot the something else.
It's okay.
Okay, so yeah, so like I was a junior in high school, and he was in his second semester of college, and I guess you could say that we met through mutual friends. I'm sorry, his third semester in college. So I guess you can say that we met through mutual friends or whatever, in a sense. So we've been together since '08. We got married in 11. So we was dating, fiance ish in the mix while I was in high school, and I was like, you know what, can I just wait until I graduate? You know, I'm not to get married yet. Let me graduate first. Let me walk across the stage, and then we can do the whole marriage thing. So we was dating 8, 9, 10, so about 2.5 years maybe. So yeah,
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
yeah.
Yeah, yes indeed. Man, that give me some hope. All right. Okay.
There's always hope out there, honey. You are not destined to be by yourself forever.
Oh, well, I know that part, but it's about finding the right individual because everybody ain't ready for, so it's just that.
Well, I will tell you my secret. This is what I did, no lie. So all my life I've been a daddy's girl. Could nobody top my dad. I don't care what you say, what you look like, what you do. Could nobody top my dad. So when he passed away, when I was like 11 going on 12, it took me, hard. I reacted very hard to it. So I would find myself when I was younger, not now, when I was younger, I used to cry and stuff because, hey, you miss your parents.
Right.
And I literally prayed that God was sending me somebody, not anybody.
That part.
Somebody. Send me somebody who you made specifically for me. Not for Mary, Ashley, Joanne, Becky with the good hair. Not none of them. So, somebody who's like genuinely going to love me for me. Flaws and all of my mess ups, everything. Just love me. And I prayed that prayer when I was 15, and let's just say be careful what you ask for.
I'm learning that right now. So that's the thing that why when you was talking just then I was like, so it is coming for real right now. So okay. All right.
I mean, but I have no regrets. I got exactly what I wanted. True enough. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. But it's yeah. I have like a male version of myself that I'm married to, no lie. And it gets scary sometimes. I be trying to, think about, well, who is the one running the relationship? Is it me or is it him? What are you doing? Stop. Don't do leave it alone. Like we have fun all the time. It's always a laughing moment with us. So it's never a dull moment. You should know personally. Never a dull moment.
Yes, separately and together. That's the part that I love. Separately and together, y'all both like it's just pure energy, bruh. That's what I like.
That's it. That's all we try to spread. We just want everybody to be happy around us. We don't like, dull, sad, dry, depressing. You got to get on from there with us. We can't vibe with that. Sorry.
For sure.
We don't vibe with that.
For sure, and I appreciated it. Most definitely. Because what y'all don't know, just quick one. A lot of times at work, I used to be not in the mood. But y'all too, yeah. But it was outside of. It was outside. Look, it was outside of that. But it was just even went in there. But y'all help. Like I'm talking about help like today. When I see y'all, know I'm finna have some fun. Good interaction. Like it just changed up the energy, bro. Like woo. Telling you, they used to blow me. Ooh,
girl, look, hiding from the managers used to be fun. You hit them kids, all right, break out, start running.
Okay.
You hit that out.
Okay. You gotta hit the corner because you already know how it's finna go. I already know how it's finna go. And in that though, how do y'all, I know you say y'all, are together a lot. So how do you keep your individuality in that?
Well, that we never. Of course, when we got married, we became one. But us being individualized has never stopped. We've always been Deja. He's always been Tony. Tony do what Tony want to do. Deja do what she want to do. But at the end of the day, when it came down to the both of us, it was a one answer, one decision.
Good. That's a good way to handle that because sometimes people, and even myself, dealing with people because I like my individuality. That is a must for me. I have to have me time. If I don't have me time, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not trying to run away from you, but it's like just let me get a second to breathe and So that's.
I mean, I can relate to that. Like, I don't necessarily call it me time.
Right.
I don't think. I don't know if it's because I'm a quote unquote Virgo or whatever, but I like to be to myself. Like, don't bother me. If I'm not bothering you, do not bother me. Don't come at me. Don't say nothing to me. Let me stay in my peaceful area. Because once I get started, I'm going to start bugging you, messing with you, irritating you.
I'm
going to ask you the genuine questions once you start messing with me. So, let me have my little moment to myself. And then, we can rendezvous after.
See, that's how I feel. So, you give me, like I said, you keep giving me some hope over here. So now, let me ask you this. So, is that part of keeping, like, the love afloat, even just to say if you all are on bad terms? Like, is having that individuality something that kind of keep y'all from having those moments, or is it that you all have that bond where y'all have a lot of fun, where it kind of eases things easily?
It's, how can I put it? When I said that I literally married the male version of myself, I was like dead serious. Like,
so y'all just know.
It's like night and day, kind of, sort of. We're so much alike that we're different. So I don't really know how to answer it. Like, we've had disagreements in the past, and even very much up to this day, because we're still human. We're not going to agree on everything.
Sure.
But we have grown to the point where we can actually sit down and have a civilized conversation and hash it out without it becoming something overblown.
Okay. That part.
Like, we don't have them basic arguments. Like, people argue about who left the top off the toothpaste. And like he said, we used to, but we don't have like them basic disagreements. Like, oh my God, why did you leave the water running? What is you doing? Don't mess with that. That stopped like 5 or 6 years into being married. Like, we don't have the basic married folks disagreements. Our disagreements now is, why the fuck did you eat my chips? I still wanted those. Tony, that's my juice. Don't drink that. Deja, them my cookies. Don't mess with that. Are you going to cook me something? I don't want that. That's our little spats now. And the shit is hilarious.
Right.
It's like, calm down. You can get up and get your own food. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. So, yeah.
That's funny. I was just thinking about that today. That's funny. It's just about how long it takes for some people to get over that stage, or if it's something that even you ever really just say, forget it. I know that they leave the top off the cap, you know what I'm saying? The top off of the toothpaste, so just forget it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, every once in a while, I still get frustrated about when I brush my teeth. I don't rinse the sink out, and I could been just walked out to go back in. You didn't rinse the sink out. I just left out. I was coming right back in. Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's not too bad. That's pretty good for me. I'd rather have those kind of little spats and, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that just out the way. So you take that. Well, my last question for you is going to be, what would be 2 tips that you would give to a couple that's trying to right now figure out if they want to be, just say, committed and take that leap when it comes to marriage? They may be, just say, in school.
You're going to tell me to close the door, man. Really? That's my life.
Hey, it's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just a part of it.
One of my number one tips would be is, of course, a lot of folks might not understand this, might not accept it, might not, believe in the same higher being that I believe in, which is completely fine. Totally fine. But what got us to this point, because next year will be 10 years married, what got us to this point is prayer. When I mean prayer, I mean prayer. Y'all can pray together, or you pray individually. But as long as you have God in the forefront of your relationship, you can't fail. Like dead serious, you cannot fail. You have no room to fail. Despite what other people look at, think, feel, all of that, at the end of the day, if God gave you the stamp of approval, that's it. You ain't got to go back and forth with nobody. You got to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second tip would be is to have fun in your relationship. Do not take everything so serious. I mean, it's a time to be serious. It's a time to, have fun. It's a time for everything. But don't take everything so serious. Enjoy your time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be in a rush. Just enjoy it. When it happens, it happens. If it don't, that means that person went for you. Take it for what it is.
That part. Yeah. I like that. I think that's most definitely those are 2 real good points. Especially the first one for sure when it comes to outside people, because a lot of times that can change the whole perspective. Especially your mom and your daddy, that's the thing. That's the thing. No matter what, that's the thing. No matter what kind of relationship you got or what you're trying to do, just getting into a relationship sometimes can be the part where it just go haywire. So.
Oh yeah, and I mean, as far as relationship wise, go in knowing what you want. Don't accept any old thing that somebody present to you or give you. That's where a lot of people mess up it. They accept anything. I'm sorry, I can't accept anything. I wasn't built like that.
Definitely agree.
You accept women cheating on you. You accept men cheating on you. You accept them beating on you, hitting on you, spitting at hate you, cussing you out, all this. If you accept it, that means you think that you are less than.
Mm. Mm.
And that's not it. That's not what's up. I'm sorry. They go for man, female, cat, dog, children. It goes for anybody. You have to go into a relationship already knowing who you are as a person.
That part.
Because if you don't, you will set yourself up to accept anything.
I could
Oh,
actually
well, he
say.
bought me something to eat, but
Oh,
he hit me, but he still loved me. What?
oh, you said something just then. I don't understand how a meal became. You can get a meal at the homeless shelter. To be honest with you, like you need a little bit more than that now.
So you gonna let that foe slide for him hit you? Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. You gonna let a pair of Jordans that she bought you slide for sliding in your homeboy DMs? No, sorry. You just can't accept everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I kind of feel for this generation coming up behind us. Like, they're serious because they accept any and everything, and they do stuff for show, but deep down the inside,
Hurt.
we all know that you want what everybody else wants. You want somebody to love you, care about you, be there for you, all of that, and you put up a wall, and you just accept any and all everything. Well, baby, that's not the case. You got to start speaking life over yourself. If you want something in life, speak it over yourself. Congratulate the next person. Ooh, your best friend just bought a house. Boom. Congratulations, baby. We finna buy a house too. You might not be going to get it tomorrow, but speaking into existence. Ooh, this is what I want in a man. This is what I'm looking for in a husband, not just a man. I want this person to have a good job, have common sense, can actually go out and work with his hands, know what to do, have survival skills. Love me as Christ loved the church. Don't want to have 15 kids running around here with about 7 different baby mamas. Same thing for the females.
Please, because they be thinking they exempt sometimes.
Females is not exempt. Ladies, you are not exempt, honey. You is not exempt. I am so serious. You're not exempt
Gracious.
because your children is looking at you.
Ooh, that part right there.
They look at you and they observe what you doing, how you responding, how you react, what you allow this and that to happen, and they soak that in. You might not think they're not looking
I
or not
promise.
listening,
Cause playing with them
but
toys and all of that,
guarantee
they be on it. I'm telling you. That's how they turn around.
you.
That's how they turn around and be able to recite them cuss words and everything else that they been hearing, and you looking, I don't know where you get it from. Okay.
You know exactly where they got that from. Y'all have a whole spades game the other day, and y'all was in there drinking and smoking, and the children was in the living room watching TV, but you thought they was playing. They was ear hustling. Them
Okay.
kids watch
Tell me
everything.
about it. I used to be a ear hustler too sometimes. Not intentionally and really not even intentionally. It's just you'll be able to recite everything that just happened, and you wouldn't, that wouldn't necessarily get focused, but it's going on. It's happening around you. They loud. They get to cutting up. Like, I mean, it's only natural. It's only natural,
Right,
especially in a
right.
in a in a time when you're learning. Like, that's what they don't understand. I know nothing
And
about life right now, and this is what you're feeding to me. What else do you expect to come out of that?
right. I mean, children are sponges. When I mean sponges, I mean sponges. They absorb everything, and you have to be careful what you put out there because a lot of people end up making monsters out of kids, not knowingly doing it, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what they did. They fed, and then they got it to the point where it was too big. They couldn't do nothing with it no more.
That's what I was talking to. I think I was talking to my grandma about that. But that's the thing. Like, you teach your kids to do certain things, even for you. For you, you want your kids to lie for you, this or that for you, and then when they turn around and do the same thing to you, you mad. I don't understand it.
I never understood that concept either. Like my
Not
upbringing,
everybody but me.
like my upbringing when it came down to children, when adults is in the house, you go outside and play. It wasn't no mama outside. Come back in for the street lights come on. You ain't heard nothing, knew nothing, saw nothing, nothing from nothing. You didn't know. You was a child. A child stayed in a child's place. And that's one of the biggest struggles that we got now as a community. As a community, you want to put your children in so much stuff. And you wondering why they cussing you out, being disrespectful, stealing, drinking, smoking. It's the environment that you put them in.
Agreed. And if you don't tell them no different, then that's what they going with.
And then you wait until they get older to try to reprimand them. And it's like, hard. What's that? Huh? You told me no. I can't go. What you mean?
Yeah.
You never said that before. That's a new word.
But what I will say though, just speaking from personal experience, my mama had me when she was young, and I had this conversation with her too. Just telling her basically how I felt, and she explained to me what it was, which I had you at a young age. I was still trying to live my life, still had other things, whatever, and I did not know to tell you certain things at the time, Did what I could do at the moment, but it's certain things that I didn't, And so a lot of times she would let me go, and I would be out with my cousins, but we were still doing, some reckless stuff. But I also hadn't seen a lot of adult stuff. So it was kind of, that's more so to me of where it all stemmed from. Not necessarily her teaching me certain things, but it would have been good to have certain conversations that she was uncomfortable or didn't want to have because of whatever. So I am a living proof of how that can turn out. Because prior to me having my spiritual awakening and going through just wanting to change my life, I realized how so much of my upbringing in my past and stuff I allowed just continue to just fester. And some, you said too.
You said that. That is true, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
What you said was allowing people in your life to do. I ain't never been beat on or nothing like that, but allowing people to treat you a certain way, or feeling like you only deserve a person at a certain level, or somebody who hurt like you hurt, so you feel like they understand you better. But I just told my homegirl, two hurt people, there ain't much they're gonna be able to do for each other. So I had to get out of that cycle of wanting people who were broken, thinking that I could be some type of light for them, when really I wasn't even the light for myself. So most definitely.
Yeah. In the words of my husband, hurt people hurt people.
Most definitely.
Two hurt people can't heal each other. I mean, you can. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
But
y'all both gotta know what's going on, and knowing what area, what you need to fix it. Y'all gotta be consciously aware of who you are yourself at first, before, like you said, before you can even do anything else.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like going off of what you said about parents having that conversation, and it's sad in our community, in the Black community, parents don't have those conversations with their children.
She wasn't ready for what I told her, but it kind of came out just because I was already feeling like all these feelings, like I want to change. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of feeling like I feel, and it was just one day she came in, and it just was like, phew, because I was ready to release it, and she didn't want to hear how it kind of came. But when she sat down and processed it, and she was like, I understand how you feel, but let me tell you, my story. So I'm like, okay, cool. So
yeah, I mean, I had a similar situation where I was in high school, and in high school, either you are an athlete, you in band,
yeah,
or you do academics, or you just not necessarily a nobody, but
you just there. To be real, you're just there. Trust me, I was just there.
You're somebody that don't necessarily get everybody's attention. You're not popular, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's when insecurities sneak in at the most,
Oh
when
yeah.
you are in middle school all the way up to high school. So you do stuff to get attention, all because your parents or your parent or your guardian did not have that conversation with you.
Yep, most definitely. Especially if you somebody who has I don't want to say a weak personality, but you're somebody who's affected easily or influenced easily. Most
Yeah,
definitely. Most
because
definitely.
like I mean, I always consider myself to be, well, in my mind, babe, I'm fine, okay? I'm just gonna put it out there. I may not look
100.
like them females that people see on Instagram, but in my mind,
They
I'm
don't even
fine,
look
babe.
like them people that they see.
I'm worth a million dollars. You ask my husband that, baby, he'll give you all type of details of how much you think I'm fine. But in high
Yes,
school, I
yes.
did not have that type of confidence.
Mhm.
So it was to the point where I used to, like, no lie, I used to cry at night, like most teenagers do. I used to cry at
Mhm.
night. And it had got to the point where I felt like I was so unloved, so unworthy, just blah. Like, why am I here? What purpose do I serve?
Mm.
And I literally, no lie, contemplated suicide. Like, I thought about every way I could do it, but then it was that little voice in my head that was like, well, you know, if you do that, you know how many people you gonna hurt? Yeah, they don't really care about me. They don't
That
care.
was
That
my
was my
second.
mind frame.
That was my response to myself too.
Right, that was my mind frame. Like, well, why would they care later if they don't care now?
Same
And it had
words.
got to the point where I cried so much this one particular night where I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm over it. This is not worth living no more. This is just stupid. I'm not gonna graduate. I'm not smart. I'm not pretty. I just was talking down on myself because that's how I felt because no one had that conversation with me. Yeah, your parents say, "Oh, you're pretty," and keep on walking, but they never had that acceptance conversation.
Mhm.
So that night, I was like, I'm just gonna slip my wrist, call it a day. That's it. They just gonna find me in the bed. And I had talked to my boyfriend, who was my husband at the time. He was my boyfriend. I had talked to him. I didn't even tell him. I was just a regular conversation, and then that was it. I was gonna go to sleep. And I had reached out to someone that's like really close and dear to our heart. And I talked to him, and he was like, "Some ain't right. Some not. Some ain't adding up. What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Nothing, nothing." He was like, "No, some wrong. Something is something's wrong." So instead of him going into depth, he just started praying for me over the phone. And after he prayed for me, it was like a weight. Like, you know how I feel like when you got pressure on your chest, like an elephant
Mhm.
sitting down on
You
you.
tell you just start going up there.
It was like after he got done, the weight was lifted. And probably like 2 weeks later, I had the conversation with my parent. I was like, "So do you not know that I tried to commit suicide?" Now, I did not get the reaction or the response that I thought I deserved. I was pissed off. Pissed off. My parents told me, well, why would you do that? That doesn't make sense. That's not the answer that I'm looking for. I'm looking for, well, baby, what's wrong? Let's talk about it. What is the issue? Instead, you give me a quick fix answer
Mm.
and shrug me off. That ain't the
Yep.
answer I was looking for. I didn't need that. I didn't need my parent to be a missionary at that time. I need you to be a parent. Be the parent. Give me the advice. Hold me, hug me, tell me everything gonna be okay. You are beautiful, you're loved, blah blah blah. Do that, even if you gotta lie to me. At least give me a glimmer of hope.
I heard so many parents say that they tell their kids anything to make them feel good sometimes, you know? But sometimes you be needing that. Yep.
And I told them that, and I was like, y'all don't believe in actually having genuine, real conversations. You don't know what could be going on in my mind while I go to school, come home from school, go to track practice, come home from track practice. You don't know what my mindset is. You just automatically assume. And that's one of the problems now in our community where, again, parents do not genuinely sit down and talk, have an actual conversation. Because, like you said, your mom was not prepared.
Yep. And sometimes
They don't never be prepared.
I often just say, and sometimes it's like when you feel like you're ready to, or I'm at a certain age, that is the problem. You gotta be at a certain age to talk to. But it got to a point where I was so far off when you was ready to sit down. What's wrong with you? When I ain't going to school, I literally, my ninth grade year, I was barely at school, to be honest with you. I went to school intoxicated. I went to school high. Like a large part of my, let's see, teenage years, I was pretty much just out here, just living inside, just living. Not like I was out here, just doing the most, like in that type of way in the world, but like I was just out here on
You just living your
autopilot.
best life, or
On
what you thought
autopilot.
was your best life.
That part. Yep. On straight autopilot. And then when you was wanted to know, well, what's going on with this and this, and it's kind of like, well, some things was introduced to me early, some things I picked up along the way. So it's kind of like if you don't never sit down and come here with me, you don't gonna know what's going on.
Yeah.
So
And I would wish that parents would drop down their defenses when it comes to talking to their children. They're
and that
automatically defensive.
uncomfortableness, like they feel
Like,
uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable talking to you about this, but I need to talk to somebody.
That
Like,
part.
I need you to get uncomfortable for me, for us to have this actual genuine conversation. If not, then our relationship might not ever be fixed or repaired or savored, or I might end up going down the road where you might have to bury me later on. Like, have that conversation.
Mhm.
Don't automatically accuse your child, but have the conversation. Talk to them. You ain't got to be their friend, but let them know that you're there, that you're actually there,
Yeah.
paying attention, noticing things. I mean, come on now.
Because a lot of times that leads to them going to their friends, and their friends definitely don't know squat,
And you
and
know
that's a
what?
whole nother ordeal.
To be honest, that kind of is what pushed me even
Mm-hmm.
further
Exactly.
to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like stuff at home was not going right. And it's like, well, I don't do no wrong. I go to school, come home. My grades might not be the best, but at least you know where I am. I do extracurricular activities. I do sports in school. I do this. I do that. I do everything to try to make you happy, but don't get a happy response. Instead, you want to argue and fuss and fight and do this and do that, and you end up driving your kids away. And you wonder why your kids don't want to come to the family reunion or come to your house on Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. It's your vibe. This is what you did back then. You didn't resolve it. And you want to wonder why. And you got family members looking at you crazy like, well, why they don't get along? Well, so-and-so said she did this, that, and the third. Well, so-and-so them said that they got into an argument. All this he said, she said stuff. That's what's wrong with a lot of homes. They're broken because no one is having conversations. Talk. Don't, like, with no judgment. Just talk. Put it all out there.
That part right there, the no judgment, because a lot of times it becomes an argument when you feel some type of way, or when you want to do this and you want to do that. Like, you made me feel like I should never come to you to talk to you about nothing. You know,
Yeah.
as soon as I'm ready to open up, oh, I don't want to hear about that, or oh this or all that, and that kind of
Crazy.
drives the person in the opposite direction. But like you said, for you, you had somebody at the time, who you went to, which is your husband, you know, had that little part of you that went there, and even still, it wasn't always easy to just open up to him because just like you said about, you know, you was talking to him when you wanted to commit suicide. So it becomes a thing of you end up finding the outside people, and I think that's another reason why I would go to hurt people, because you understand me more. I could be more of myself with you, but you really can't help me. So it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, you know. So.
Or in other words, we got something in common. So if I'm hurting, you can comfort me. If you're hurting, I can comfort you.
Right, basically, because you understand just being hurt, but
right,
you know that never worked. So most definitely, most definitely,
never work.
I am most definitely grateful and thankful for you taking out your time to talk to me, because this is a good conversation, and you actually touched on something that is very, very important, because how a person was raised is most definitely something that can affect how they go into a relationship before they can even get to anywhere else. So that was a good thing, most definitely.
Oh yeah. And another thing, parents, y'all please stop raising these little weak, timid kids. These children that been sheltered all their life, and the moment they graduate and get on college campus, they buck wild. Let them have some type of freedom. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Let them experience other things besides the four walls of their room where they can't do nothing. Because some of these people we have to work with. They lack no common sense, got all the book sense in the world, and got little common sense. Let them children experience the outside world for a little bit, please.
Please, because
Please.
A balance is most definitely needed. That's what people forget. It's we run to one side or the other, and I learned that you need a little bit of both. For example, men and women both have feminine and masculine energy within them. It's a balance of both.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about the balance part. See, the masculine part sometimes tend to just leap out of nowhere, and I be having to reel it back in, because sometimes I get real dudeish.
I understand. Trust me, I completely understand. That's why I'm saying is learning to have a bit of balance, because for me, sometimes I feel like I'm not as sensitive as I could be, and that's because when I hold on just a second, when I was sensitive, it was running over my feelings. So it's like, alright, you know, man, what you gonna do?
Yeah, that was me. I used to be sensitive, but then I got older, and sensitivity went out the door.
And
Like,
then, but it
what?
also became like almost anger to a degree though, because you know you like got that wall, as you said, that wall up, and it be like, ain't can't nobody rock with nothing. I ain't taking nothing. I don't even
Pretty
want to
much.
smile too hard because you would think it's sweet.
Like, you know what? People actually think that I'm mean, yo.
Hello. That's the first thing, because you look like you got an attitude. You always, I'm like, look, it ain't even that.
Well, to be honest, I knew you in high school. I didn't speak to you because your face was the RBF face. And I was like, damn, she was mean all the damn time. Her ass barely smiled.
See?
And pissed in her cornflakes.
But guess what? A lot of times I was just chilling. I would never be the first to talk to people. A lot of times, like I have a class or something like that, or just a setting, and people just start talking to me. And when they start talking to me, they're like, "Hey, you pretty cool." So they're like, "You pretty cool," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I mean, I be chilling. I just don't be in everybody's face like that." You know what I'm saying?
That's me. That's me. And for some reason, people think my husband is friendlier than me. Because he walk around,
Cause
he
he be
speak to
smiling.
everybody. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? I'm not finna do that. I'm sorry. It can be morning time, evening time, night time.
Sometimes if you don't want to speak, then I ain't gonna speak. But it don't be that I have an attitude. And I just had a conversation with one of my friends just yesterday, and I was just like, we was just talking about the past, and just how a lot of times she feel that my energy was so like standoffish. Like even if I'm turned the other way, and it's not that I'm not approachable. It's just kind of like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You come to me and
Right.
you start talking, and we can possibly go there with a nice conversation. And sometimes it is actually I'm upset. So
Which one?
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely understand.
But yeah, that was me. A lot of people gravitate to my husband quicker than me.
Mhm.
Because they're like, oh my God, your face just got mean mug on it. Don't talk to me. Just don't. I'm like, I'm really sweet. I just don't talk to everybody.
Mhm.
I don't trust everybody.
That
Everybody
part.
don't vibe with mine. And the
Mm.
moment I sense that, I stay my distance.
Mhm. So many people at your place of business right now. It used to be the
Oh, yeah.
same way, and
It's still.
I sit and see how you move. I'm not finna be kiki for what? You know, for what?
Mm-mm.
I'm seeing how you act. So some people they just want to kind of reel it in just to have something to chat about. But yeah, I can
I'm
most
not
definitely.
I'm not their friend. So if you see me in public, I promise you, if you waving at me, I'm not gonna speak. I'm just being honest. Now, my husband, he might wave, hey, and that's it. And he gonna ask me who that is. I'm saying, I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know. Maybe that's somebody we work with. I don't know.
Oh man, I feel it.
But I'm really nice stuff. I'm really sweet when you get to know me. I'm like a Sour Patch Kid. You know, it takes a long time to get to the sweet parts.
That used to be me to that part, but you know what? And not to do it to, how do you say, not to put up a front, but I had to loosen up. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to be friendly, genuinely be friendly to people, not just on no every second, but like genuinely be friendly to people because you never know who you can meet. And I felt that I
That's
blocked
true.
myself a lot because I did have, as you say, that face where like, don't even talk to me. I don't even want to be bothered. When actuality, I need some good people in my life. And sometimes you can block out some good people because you look like you don't want nobody in your life. So, so I loosened up a little bit just on the surface level, but it still take a good while before you get on down to the heart chakra. You feel me? Yeah, take a
Oh
little
yeah.
minute. So, for sure.
You peel it back like an onion.
Yes, yes, many
Is
layers
that what
and
you do? There's that onion?
many
Yeah,
layers,
one layer at a time.
many layers. Yes, indeed. I've been going through that in life right now, just doing self work, just pulling back layers. So I know for sure that it's gonna take another person to really get down there. You know. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. So, a lot of people don't know this, but me and my husband we work at the same place.
Mhm.
This is not the first time that we work together. We get questions all the time. Oh my God, how do you do it? It's easy. Work is work, home is home.
I think the
Get on
reason
that
why
clock, make that money.
I think the reason why I think it's also, but y'all always, well, not, I don't know, I'm not gonna say always, but for what I've seen, y'all work in different departments. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Different areas. So that makes a whole lot of difference. And also, when you got two people who are trying to be committed to one another, and you ain't got to worry about he over there in somebody's face, she over there in somebody's face. That makes a lot of difference too. So,
Yeah. And with my current place of
oh
business that you are so familiar with,
yeah, most definitely. Too familiar.
we are we are not on a we're not in a different department. We are
Mhm.
literally, I wouldn't necessarily say right beside each other, but we're spaced out, but we are in the same area.
Mhm.
So people automatically assume that he started working there first. And when I got there, people thought that I got there to watch him. No, 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 baby. I got there to match
Get
that
that
money what he
check.
was getting paid hourly. I can
Hello.
multiply that and get extra coins. No, baby. If
Hello.
he gonna cheat.
Hello.
Honestly, I've never had that issue, but I'm going for the money to build some type
Us.
of wealth
For
for me and
us.
mine.
You dig? That's what people get messed up at. See, and it goes back to being so simple-minded. Simple-minded, and then also back to what you said about just not listening to people. Don't worry about what they think about how y'all moving. And see, a lot of people get messed up too. Well, I don't wanna start working out there. People gonna think, what? Did you just bring what people think into our relationship? Do you want to build with me or no? Cause that ain't a
Right.
part of it. And that's it. That's the thing, man.
Cause mine to tell you real quick, I give zero about how you feel about me, think about
Okay.
me, your opinion towards me, and him. You can go kick rocks and suck wind for all I
Okay.
care.
For real.
It don't matter. We trying to get to the money.
Mhm.
We young. We ain't getting no younger. We trying to get it while we can.
Mhm.
So if I can multiply that and add some more to that, I'm gonna do it. I'm not there to watch him. He's not there to watch me. I mean, we have fun. We enjoy doing what we do, and people love to see us, which is weird because I don't like people like that. I mean, I do. Don't get me
Understood.
wrong, I do, but I don't like people like that. But people just gravitate to us and want to be up under us. Like, go away,
I was just
leave me
gonna say,
alone.
also when it comes to just having that time apart too, even at work, like I can go over here and I can communicate with these group of people. You can go over there and do. We ain't gotta do everything like we always gotta be together. Though you know what I'm saying, we rock like that.
Right.
But also being able to do that and not having that jealousy, because some people, oh, you, and all of that extra stuff.
I'm gonna tell you how big of a person I am. Now, my husband, he likes to be in denial. That baby is gullible sometimes. He can't see when somebody trying to holler him on the slick. He just like, no, they just being nice. And he genuinely thinks that they just being nice. No, babe, that hoe trying to talk to you. She trying to talk to you. No, she was just being like, okay, keep thinking it. So it has been numerous females that I know for a fact have tried to, shoot their shot.
Pull it to
Now,
that pull
he
to the
was a bigger
side.
person. I'm not gonna let nobody come between me, mines, and my murder. So I just, skin and grin and he with the very ones that were just trying to talk to him.
Yep. I
I
was
had
gonna
to
talk
pat
about
myself
that.
on the back for that,
I was gonna
because
talk
that
about
took a
that too.
lot.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that too. That they try to pull you to the side or wait till one of y'all get by yourself and then try to hit with the little smooth. But yeah, no, no.
He don't be feeling that smooth stuff. What? Ew, no, you got cooties. Get away.
Yep. Hey,
Have you not seen my wife? She is an Amazon.
you got it.
Wonder Woman, she's Amazonian.
You got
Don't
it.
do that to yourself.
You gotta chop it at the door. That's what men and women fail at. Not chopping it at the door. You gotta go ahead and that too. When you make sure you bring up your mate. Oh yeah, not just curving just to say you curving. No, I'm good. I don't really want to mess with you like that. No, 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 no. No, have you not seen my significant other?
Did you not see this right here?
Hello.
I didn't just put this on just to be putting it
Okay.
on. It's
Okay.
it's not a front. It's actually real.
Okay. That part. Yes, indeed. Yes. Mm-hmm.
These
That vibe
these
right there.
folks trip. These folks some serious. They be wanting what you got, but don't want to put in the work. So it's all about working for what you want, people. Work for what you want. Pray for it
Ooh.
and go out and get it. Faith, and I just been cussing my tail off. But still, faith
You human,
without
man. You
works
still
is
human.
dead.
For sure. Like you
It
said,
is
manifesting.
dead.
They're manifesting, speaking into existence. That's it.
And I ain't know nothing about that when I was little. Because it was like this one teacher that I just had to have when I was in the fourth grade. I was like, oh my God. The whole summer I was like, God, please give me this lady. Give me this lady. Give me this lady. I just want her to be my teacher. I was doing that the whole summer. Lo and behold, boom, I got that lady that I want. I was like, yes,
You know, that's funny because I used to,
some praise to be lit.
before I knew what that was, now thinking back, I did that a lot too because it was like not even, but also the thing is like not worrying about it too. That is the main
Right.
thing. Ask for it, envision it, feel it, be excited, and then you'll forget about it. When it comes, you like, oh, that's it.
That's
That,
it.
that
Oh
manifesting is
yeah.
real. That's real, real. And that's another thing people need to have conversations with their children about. Like mental stability and how to actually function in this world just as a human. Like not go to school, go to college, get a job, get married, that's it. Live life. Like no, it's more to that. How am I even gonna get to the first stage if I ain't even good up here? So that's 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 the thing for me.
That's
Started
why
out right.
that's why my whole thing is
My bad, that's my alarm. That's my alarm. My bad. But that's my alarm.
that's why my whole thing is support, 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 support,
Mhm.
support. I was just telling my husband that probably like last month. I was like, dang, how hard is it to get support? Basic support, super support, minimum support, support. If it's a bad idea, support my bad idea. I just have to suffer the consequence for it. If I want to rob a bank, you better be my cheerleader. All right, girl, you do that. You do that. I got all the confidence in the world. You're going to get caught, though. But,
You gotta get a negative and a positive for sure.
but support, support. A lot of people don't feel supported. That's why they stop at their dream.
Mm,
Kids
that
dream,
was
and
me.
then somewhere along the way, that dream just turns into a fart.
It don't.
It's
Yep.
just gone.
Because it no longer seems real. Also, because if you're not seeing people who you're around every day not doing, not reaching for the stars, it's like, it can't happen for me. They parent, they parent was there, and they parent supported them, and they parent helped. But when you listen to people's stories, I don't hear nothing about no parent did this. Not the people who came from it for real. You don't hear none of that. You hear, man, I was down, but I said forget it, and I'm gonna have to just go for it. And that's really what it is.
Or or they try to downplay your dream and try to get you to reach for something lower. No, 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 no. I'm
Something that
tall
they
enough to reach
think
the top shelf.
is
I'm
what you good at.
right. I'm tall enough to reach the top shelf. I don't need your help with that. Let me reach beyond that. That's what I'm
Hello,
I'm trying to go to the sky, baby.
hello.
Don't put your fears on me, because that's what blocks a lot of people. You put your fears on me. You afraid that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get hurt, or this gonna happen. And that stops a lot of people because you put their fears, your negative energy on them, and that's why they stop prospering. That's why they stop growing. That's why they stop coming to you and asking you for advice. Because you're negative.
Mhm.
Don't be a negative Nancy. Like,
Yep.
support them when it comes down to simple stuff. If your homegirl is selling lashes, you ain't gotta buy them if you don't have money. But guess what? You can show go on Facebook and post, share. That's free. FREE.
That
Free.
part, bruh. That part, you can just as simple as a retweet, repost. You wanna whatever. Like even if you want to jump on there and not just repost it, you want to put my homegirl this or woo woo woo. Help boost, help uplift. Like people
Right. Cause like
people too
my
scared they friend
cousin,
gonna shine harder.
I mean, and it's room enough in this. It's room enough in the sky for all of us to shine. The sky is just that big. It's just that big. Like I have family members that have their own businesses and it's booming. I have not been able to financially support it, but guess what? I'm gonna shut a mess out of it. Share, like, y'all go holler at my cousin to go ahead and get them 5 massages. All of that. Holler at my sister. She got a cosmetic line coming out. Share, share. I can do that. I can do my part and watch you shine. And I'm gonna be sitting in the back with a little tear coming down. Like, oh my God, they
I don't understand why. For real.
if they can do it coming from where I came from, I know I can do it.
Hmm. That part. That part. People just gotta stop being so selfish.
Oh yeah. And don't be looking for a handout. Stop thinking that you're entitled to everything. You ain't. Pay them prices that them folks charging. You don't know who they trying to feed or what they trying to do. Everybody is not out for money. They might be trying to pay on some student loans because, them are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You out of school for 6 months and you want me to pay? What? I ain't even been out good. What you mean?
Yeah. That's for sure.
So, yeah, support people. Support the dream. Support the movement. Don't be hating because one person doing it. Support. That's what's wrong with the black community. Not enough support.
I was talking about that in my last episode. That's a thing. And then also, we talk too much. When I say we talk too much,
tell everything before it even happens.
Indeed. For real. And we always look for other people to, how do you say?
Validate.
That, and also give full support to certain things. For example, like you say, if I don't have the money to actually buy the product, I can at least still promote. Some people feel like the promoting ain't enough. They want you to promote, buy it. They want you to, do the utmost. And they feel like, well, if you ain't doing all that, you still ain't supporting me. So that's the thing too. Yeah. That's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? So
that's stupid. That's just being childish and petty. That is dumb.
I agree. I most definitely agree. Well, you
just straight ignorant.
You didn't put some stuff on my mind today. You really, to be honest with you've confirmed a lot of things too that I've been going through and just witnessing, and yeah, because you letting me know that what I'm wanting is just coming closer and closer to me. So yeah.
Like, no lie, I really feel like I got off topic, but that's just how my brain operates.
Mine
it just
too.
Bounces from place to place.
Mine
and I
too.
eventually come back. So this is an interesting experience. I've never done this before.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's my first time too. Just actually reaching out to it. Yeah.
What?
Yes. You're the first person who I've come to
You.
do this. So most definitely.
You're gonna make me cry, and I'm not a crier.
But
I
I'm
don't
so
cry.
serious though, real talk, because when I was like I said, coming up with different things, like different topics were coming up, just popping in my mind, and then just seeing the people who could fit this and actually talk about it for real. And like I was telling you at the beginning, just being authentic, and I know that you're a person who you're willing to help people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that was the whole point of this.
If I can help anybody in any way, I will do it. That's one of my biggest problems. That's why my husband fuss at me the way he fuss at me now. I'm kind of like super saver, and I be trying to help people, but folks don't be wanting to listen to me. I be like, you doing that wrong. Don't do that. That's stupid. That's not the right way. And I be trying, but yeah. Maybe that's why people flock to me, and I be trying to get away from people like that.
Hello. I learned that. That's it. That is the reason. And sometimes you
But
can be. Go ahead.
I had an epiphany at work, though. I think I want to be a life coach. Like, I would make a bum-ass life coach.
I wanted to do that, and I really feel like, to be honest with you, just in terms of talking about purpose, I'm now able to do what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I was doing it at first, but I was doing it from a broken place. Like I was saying, in a lot of times my friends end up wanting to date me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so much of being that person for them, and they ain't never had nobody to be that person for them. And sometimes people will forget, like, just because you're two good people, that don't mean we supposed to be together. Just because I'm here to do what other people should be doing, which is uplifting you, that don't mean that necessarily that's that. So yes, yeah. I wanted that. I was thinking about doing that the title life coach, but I don't know if that's I don't know if that's what you want to call it or how I want to go about doing it necessarily. So
I don't know, but I
be good.
like I literally thought about it and it just hit me. I don't know if it was God telling me, "Hey, I want you to be a life coach," or "Hi, what is you doing?" See, that's that stuff I be talking about right there. Don't be bothering nobody and wanna come in trying to bother me.
It's okay.
But I love them though. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm willing to help or if it's because I'm genuinely nice like that, or it's a test for me to get to the next level in my life, or whatever. So I just take it for what it is, embrace it, learn from it, and move on.
I feel like I ran from my purpose for too long, and it caused me to
I'm
be
gonna be out.
unhappy in work, which is like the place that we was just talking about not too long ago. That thing right there really, really like slapped me in the face. It was like, okay, this ain't it. This is not it.
Hmm.
And then on the
Yeah.
side that I was on, it's just definitely not it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get it together, because I'm gonna keep running from myself, and I need to get me together. One and two, go ahead and do what I want to do because I know I don't want to keep working a 9 to 5, and it's just that simple. And I know what I'm supposed to be doing at this point in life. So it's like you can't keep running for yourself, but I feel like you'll do a good job though. I feel like you'll most definitely be helpful for sure.
So on a funny note, what adult you know get happy about a low light bill?
I know a couple. Me, I know my mama get happy about it. I'm telling you. Listen, she used to.
Tell
She,
me why.
hey, we used to play the guessing game. Guess what the light bill is this month? I'm telling you.
Tell me why your friend gonna poke his head in the door and put the light bill on the clean clothes and be smiling. Really? Like for real?
hmm Yeah, that
Adulting
little extra money in
is
that
hard.
pocket. Hey, most definitely.
I want to go back to the 90s. The life was simple, and I could stay outside,
As
and
long
the
as I
stinky
want it.
mosquito truck used to come by with no problems. Everybody go to the store with the food stamp booklets. Woohoo! Here you go. You get a purple food
Thought you
stamp.
had a bag
You
for
get a
real.
green one. Shoot. Thought you can buy the whole store out. All you got is $3. Okay, can I get? I want the penny candy right there.
hmm
I want a bag of
But
chips. I
back
want a
then you
snack
could.
cake.
Back then you could almost get everything in the store with them couple dollars. Man,
I
$20
think
ain't nothing.
the
$20 and
store
turned into 20
house,
cents.
the store house used to be popping back then. It was life. Like I have random moments where certain songs that I've heard in my younger childhood is kind of making me cry a little bit. I'm like, damn, life was simple back then, man. Now I gotta pay bills and go to work and pay for insurance and stuff. I hate it here. This is dumb.
For real. For real, for real. Tell me about it,
I'll go
man.
back to school. I'll go back to school and do all my schoolwork if I can just turn back the hands of time.
Oh, I
Cause this
had
is
that
ghetto.
moment. Oh, I had that moment. I go back. I get all A's. what you
I
what you
promise you, knowing what I know now, I would go back and redo it. Can you say on a roll?
I
Perfect
wouldn't talk to
attendance.
nobody in the class. No jokes, no nothing. No, huh? I talk to me
Hush,
after
y'all, I'm
class.
trying to study. Shh,
Talk to
be
me after
quiet.
class, okay? In the hallway was when you can talk to me, okay? Or after school. That's
Cause
it.
I'm here to get my lesson so I can graduate and be
Okay.
somebody. Cause this
Hello,
for the birds.
somebody. I'm telling you. Yeah. Uh, I definitely had
They
that
used to
moment.
make us recite that at school. I am somebody.
one.
recite that in school.
Every
That
school
was
here is a trip and a half.
wow. It was just interesting. Interesting. Yes, it was.
But life is a good thing though. Like you have fun, you know what I'm saying, in life, and you have the moments. But overall, I'm glad that a lot of things that could have happened, that could have took me out of here, didn't happen. Cause I didn't,
Girl, you said something being honey.
yeah. And I was more so on self destruction than anything.
I'm
Mm,
so glad that I'm not where I should have been, where I could have been.
yeah.
Cause things, the way life is going, the way the world is turning, you can literally blink your eyes and be gone. Like it was serious back in the day, but now it's like all bets are off. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman, you are a immediate target.
Yep. You like nothing out here, really, really. Something as simple as somebody cutting you off at the red light and turn into a scene. So,
And that's just sad. People just have no regard for life anymore. It's like something so precious that you can't get back. You gonna be selfish enough to take it?
that they goal now. Their goal is to take it. So you can't do nothing else. You ain't gonna have another chance to stun on me again. You ain't gonna ever have a chance another talk to me like you talk to me again. It's like little stuff. Little stuff. They running it up.
They would even start implementing boxing classes, self-defense classes.
And these
I need
people
to duke it out like you used to do back in the
these
day.
people already know if they was really tough, they'll get knocked out a couple times. But see, a lot of them know that they ain't got them hands like that. Or even tried to have them hands like that, so they pick up a gun. Some of them bandits don't even know how to shoot that, but it worked enough for them to do what they do. You know?
Not enough for to throw your life away. You took a life, so you can throw your life away. That is stupid. That is dumb. Put them guns down. Have a normal conversation. If you can't hash it out, then go your separate ways.
That part.
That's it. I was raised, don't start no mess, won't be no mess. If we got a disagreement, I'm not finna talk to you. You ain't finna talk to me. We not finna do that until we become rational adults and have an adult conversation.
At least be able to agree to disagree. I feel that's if we sit down and it's just like, okay, this how I feel, this how I feel. And if it's still just like, well, you still can't change your outlook, because that's really what a lot of people's problem is. They don't want to be wrong. And you don't want to let your pride down to say you were wrong, or either to say, okay, cool. Though I feel this way about it, I'm gonna remove me from it, and I'm gonna go with what you said, because cool. That's just anything to just bring it down to a zero, not even to a two, to a zero, and
Right.
that's where you left it. But it also always go back to coming up, how you raise, and how you deal with things is the root of everything, because
Oh
that's
yeah.
gonna make everything else turn. That's why I feel like people need to be able to just really talk.
If, if you was raised around a hothead, more than likely you're gonna be a hothead. You're not gonna listen to no reasoning, no rationality, no nothing. It's either
That
yo or the hothead.
that will either you become like, for myself, I ain't gonna say my mom was a hothead, but my mama was wild. You know what I'm saying? She was wild and she wasn't going. So for me,
That
I
was mine.
I became a little more on the timid side, because sometimes she intimidated me. Just because I don't like to be yelled at. So yelling, they used to automatically like, like, oh my god. And then it became a thing of, you always crying, you weak. You're like, which I can't fight you. Like, what you want me
What you want me to
to do?
do?
Like, it's either that or tweak out in this mug. And I mean, come on now. So,
Right.
yep.
I can relate. Oh my god. I used to hate the thought of my mama even attempting to even raise her voice. Oh baby, I'm finna bust out, start crying. That
And sometimes that calls too. Why a lot of times just say something as simple as me breaking some in the house. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to cover it up. You feel what I'm saying?
She should have whooped your tail.
Trying to
It's
cover it
over.
up to try to just make sure you don't get in trouble, so you start to lie. So it's a lot of things that start triggering other things. That's why.
Oh yeah,
Back to
I
that.
like for survival.
Yeah,
Shoot.
tell you, and then that turn into these dudes in the streets lying to do whatever they can to woo to woo woo, you know. So
Right.
it's parents gotta come back too, man. They gotta come back too. They gotta come
I'm
back
a
too.
little jelly. I'm a little jelly though.
What's that?
Cause you gotta stay by the Bell shirt. And I wanna stay by the Bell shirt.
You know this little Wally world, you know, little Wally Wally.
I'm not gonna go in Walmart right now because
Man, I done had it for a little minute. I just barely wear this mug. But I feel you on that. I ain't been in there in who knows when. Especially right now. You know, we definitely ain't gonna play with these people.
So how are you enjoying the quarantine? Outside is closed.
Outside ain't closed for me, so I mean, you know, I don't
You
really,
know what I mean?
okay, this is me. I don't really go to many places anyway, especially like in the city. Like, I don't really hang out with folks like that, so I didn't really know where I'm going. Go to the
Huh, that's
store.
not like it.
Oh yeah, go to the store. That's it. Maybe one or two people I kind of stay around. Especially now, I don't be liking to have a lot of people around me now, cause especially since I done became hella conscious of the mental. That I can't let people destroy my energy like that no more. I had too many
Girl,
bloodsuckers around me.
girl, my energy is on 1,000, honey. Forget their energy. Come absorb some of my energy,
See,
baby.
but sometimes they become vampires. They'll come suck you up till you ain't got
I got
nothing to
enough
feed
to
you.
give.
You got
I,
enough
I
to
got
feed you.
enough to
You
give.
ain't
I
got
go to
enough.
sleep faithfully
You have
and
enough to give.
recharge.
Ain't have enough to give to them. I look, I
But
done gave too
my
much out of my lifetime.
my energy and vibe is stronger than Folgers coffee in your cup in the morning.
And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've been building myself up to be around because I know, you know, uh, in what I want to do in my life, I'm going to have to be around people. Not to say I
Me,
don't, you know, and I'm going to have to socialize. So I'm going to have to protect my energy. So that's what I've been working on, man, just in general anyway. But
well, I mean, do it. Do exactly that. Whatever it is that you are positive, destined in a positive way
for
to
sure.
do.
Yep. That's what I've been working on for the last maybe like 6 months. I've been working on me. So I've been just kind of bringing it all together so I can make sure I'm good. Good. But
Yeah.
it's a steady thing though. It never stops. Like you always gotta keep working on yourself because we talked about the layers. You just stuff that you bottled up. You just pulling back them layers, man. Every time you learn something new about yourself. As soon as you get rid of one thing, something else coming up.
Some will come up. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and while I just thought about it,
Mhm.
couples, do not be afraid or ashamed to do counseling, whether you go individually or together, because when you go to counseling, not that I've ever had it,
Mhm.
I thought about it last year, but it ain't have nothing to do with my relationship with my husband. Something
Mhm.
more along the line of family wise. But when you go to counseling, you have a non-biased person there. They don't know nothing about you more than what you tell,
Mhm.
and you can talk to them. They can help you reevaluate some things, look at things in a different perspective. So don't necessarily knock it. So if your significant other say, "Hey, let's go to counseling," support it, do it. That's another way to build a healthy relationship.
Mhm. And I always have said this, and I had to learn myself, was just your friends can't always give you good advice on your relationship. I don't care even sometimes if they got a good relationship. Sometimes what is working for them ain't working for you.
That's right.
So you gotta kind of just have, like you said, somebody that's unbiased that don't know me, don't know them. Because sometimes your friend your friend can take more of your side, and so
The lines get real blurry, real blurry.
then you trying to
Oh,
break
this
up.
my homegirl. I know her since pre-K, and I know she do no wrong. Why you lying like that? You know
Mm-hmm.
your homegirl, the whole thought time. Don't be lying like that. Don't do that. Tell the truth, shame the devil. You know your friend was just hooking up with somebody else 2 weeks ago. Don't be slipping
Whoa,
the line.
whoa, whoa,
Tell the
whoa.
truth.
Man, that's crazy. That's tough.
Tell the truth and stop lying. Just if you want to live your best life, then go and live it, but don't have somebody attached to you and you end up hurting them, making them a hurt person for the next person to try to repair. We gotta stop doing that. Cause that's a lot of work. Shit. That's a
Yes.
lot of work.
Learn to walk away.